product. And all we want is to ensure, of course we're infuriated, that we built this product from the ground up based on our quality of our product. Now we can argue price, we could argue cents, we could argue months, we could argue contracts, and that's all part of business. But what I'm trying to establish with y'all is a good faith effort that one, our specifications are being met for both of us. Now,
part of the new, I also, we agreed that if there was an error in our standards in the future, you would not even have to consider paying us.
With a 6 month.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
so of course, because you discussed the reduction of the length of the contract to reestablish that good faith.
Yeah,
Between both of us. We pay on time, we get great deliveries on time.
And in the future, if we do, if this happens,
And after that
and we're
6
aware of
months,
it, and then you do not need to pay us, this is something that happens in the future, and we feel like that's a very...
I'm not sure if my colleagues have told you, but we've had great potential to expand.
Yeah.
And our 100,000
As do we have great potential to expand depending upon, your
Obviously,
success too.
so also if we do end up signing the contract with you, we will have to give you additional details as to our increased demand for our expansion. We would almost need to double our capacity, 80,000 tons more, if that happens.
Is
And,
meat flour or wheat flour?
in the case of meat flour by 10,000, in the case of wheat flour by 80,000, almost like in the next 6 months. And this is just because of expansion in South America.
We are actually in the process of opening a plant right near you guys here in Chicago, and so we believe based on entry of a new plant, we could meet, those standards of supply and
Can you
demand.
repeat those numbers one more time? I'm sorry.
So
We probably anticipate an increase in demand for meat flour of 10,000 plus 2,000 for a total of 12,000 tons.
Flour?
That's of the wheat.
That's
Correct. Meat flour.
I'll tell you
That's
what.
for the meat flour?
Meat
flour.
We want different names for these, is what I really
Meat
want.
flour NF is going to be 10,000 per year, and wheat with a W is going to be 80,000.
Gotcha.
On the bottom, below too.
Oh, this is just from Mexico, I don't know. Then we go to Europe, then we want more. So we keep on expanding. So the first phase is.
Well, yeah. You're right.
Fair enough.
This is what they already have. This is their expansion. This is what they're asking for.
So this is the phase 1 of the expansion. Then phase 2 is what we talk about, where you can much more, like 3,000.
So we're,
So it keeps increasing.
yeah,
But if they plan, so I guess they can.
meat that.
This is for the wheat. This is wheat flour. They're talking about wheat flour. This is, this is for meat flour. So it'd be 12,000 plus 14,000.
Video's probably real boring, now sorry folks.
We need to resolve that.
I'm sorry, $130.
That was for wheat flour. So for wheat flour,
Or, so they get 100,000.
100,000 tons.
So is it 100,000?
no, I believe, we can double check with them, but I believe what they meant was this is plus 12,000 for 14,000 wheat flour.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me just bring up a point that's really a thorn to us, and we really having trouble accepting. Now, we can all agree the last product was a bad product. Let us forego that cost of that bad product. It was a bad product, it didn't meet specifications. Let us forego that. Forget about that one, and then let's go forward.
That's what we'd like to do, go forward. And that's why we're setting stricter regulations on us to meet those
So
qualifications.
in terms
that
of
you've
the
said.
payment, what I think.
$250,000. It's a bad product, we both eat it. We lost money, we lose money, that's what happens sometimes in business. Now, this shouldn't be a barrier to our business. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants mutually assured destruction. But we both got hurt for this last package.
Both did.
Would you say that this last package, 250, we lost a total of 200,000, and of course, we have 250 floating.
Yeah.
In good faith, will you allow us to forego that payment of $250,000 to ensure an increase, a 6-month contract, but an increase of at least 50,000 up to 80,000?
I think we should,
Excuse me, what was on, I just did
Yeah.
An increase in capacity of the next.
Our next contract, in good faith.
Because since what basically, our concerns in terms of finance is that, proposing a payment plan for us to repay the 203,000. I think that's some cost that we're not willing to pay for. Is there any way to work past that without us?
It's
Yeah.
one shipment getting in the way of future
Yeah,
progress.
so you said that you would be willing to increase your shipments or your demand?
The con.
So that's what we need to know what that is
Okay.
before we agree.
So in terms
So
of,
you had said an additional 12,000 tons of wheat flour?
An additional,
no, I'm gonna tell you this once again. So, in the next 6 months, starting this, we will need 10,000 tons of wheat, increase the wheat by 10,000 more.
Okay.
And, sorry, meat, not wheat.
I was gonna say, well, you guys started ordering
Let's
wheat
just
from
use
us.
meat and flour for the term.
Yeah, so for meat, we need 10,000 tons,
Gotcha.
and for flour, we need 80,000 tons.
Increase.
Yes.
increase.
Okay, so that puts us at 24.
And,
Yeah, 24
And
for this, because it's supposed to.
Multiply that by market price, and that's good business for everybody.
Alright, I think that we should.
I think that's,
this
That is-
is our first phase of expansion. Just to
Okay.
give things into perspective for you guys, this is the next 6 months.
Mhm.
What happens in the next year is that we need an additional 2,000 of meat and 16,000 of wheat. And then after that, we will need another 4,000 of meat and 32,000 of wheat. So it keeps on expanding
I'm sorry,
year by
so what
year
was-
by
so-
multiples of 4, yeah.
Sure.
We need you to read it.
Yeah.
So 6 months from now,
Mhm.
I said 10,000 increase in meat
Yep,
Mhm.
and then
and 80,000 in wheat.
Gotcha.
Next, if pending approval, hopefully in the next 6 months, we also expect our meat to increase by 2,000 and
how many thousand? 2?
2,000
Mhm.
in meat and wheat by 16,000.
Okay.
And then the third phase of this expansion, which is in Europe, is gonna increase meat by 4 more and 32 by wheat, as in,
32?
32,000.
That's
These are increases, correct?
These are increases
Okay.
almost on a 6-month to a yearly basis.
Okay.
so there's.
Wait, so
plenty
these
of
are every
business.
6 months?
I'm
These are 6
gonna
months
tell you
increments?
how the data line works.
Okay.
The first one that I told you, the first phase of expansion of 10,000 and 80,000,
Uh-huh.
is gonna happen starting 6 months from now.
Okay.
Then the second and third phase pending approval is gonna happen within a year and 2 years. So that's 1 year phase 1, the second year
Gotcha.
post 6 months. So it's almost like 6 months plus 1 year plus 1 year.
Okay.
So these are our expansion plans. If we do plan on getting a deal with you guys, I want you
There's
to
a
be
lot of
very aware
business, a
of
lot of business to
the
be
fact
had.
that this
Yeah,
is
absolutely.
massive amounts of business.
Right, so currently you pay $347 per ton. Okay, just wanted to double check on that.
Yes, 347.
So what's really stopping us from going forward though? It's just one
Yeah,
bad,
is there-
this is one bad shipment.
Is there a reason why?
Oh, well,
We
I
had to
think-
pull we did pull our product off the shelves because
Right.
of this bad shipment, just because we didn't want any legal lawsuits
Yeah.
coming as a result of that. Are you willing to forego that one?
I think,
I think we
shipment.
should take
Yeah.
a small break.
We
and
would
run the
love, yeah,
numbers
we would
before
like
we
to
get to
discuss as a team.
I think you should discuss
beforehand.
this with you. I think we should also discuss the fact
Mhm.
that this is. Yeah.
what you doing.
Alright.
All right, well, so do you want to adjourn and then maybe meet back in
Yes,
a
7
few
minutes.
minutes?
Yeah.
Death glare.
I didn't realize it was 8:15.
It's already 8:15.
It's there at 8:10.
Oh, gosh.
So we'll come back
5
in
minutes.
5 minutes.
5
minutes.
And then reach a deal very soon.
Alright, you wanna stay here? and look-
Yeah, I'm saying that.
Yeah.
Aw.
Turn it back on.
Gonna make us move.
It was-
Well,
I think they're agreeing with everything, and what we really want is we're forgoing one massive thing. And I don't think they're gonna agree to it, but we can try.
The 160?
The 200,000.
We wanted a 250,000 refund from them for bad faith.
Well, yeah, we don't wanna pay them the 250,000, and we
And
want them to give us
We don't,
200,000.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we never brought that up.
I say we both eat. Them eating the 250 is basically our 250.
Basically, I mean, that's like $50,000 refund to us instead of $200,000.
So are we good with that?
We
you
lose
think?
$200,000.
I would say this is a bad product. We both forget it ever happened.
Well, and here's the thing I don't understand, is they kept saying, well, if you had checked the quality control and returned the product to us, well, the product we wouldn't have used the product anyways, so it's bad product,
What
so.
would they do with it?
Yeah, exactly.
But I
So-
guess that was just for conjecture.
It totally
I
conjecture, yeah.
think they might go with it, because they see the potential of all this business, and one thing
Yeah,
that
they did
stopped
not
it.
see
Yeah.
that, they did not see that coming.
You think we should, I kind of tempted to maybe do some math and just show how much business that potentially is. Then you can
Yeah,
say that
something
that's
like, is 250,000 really gonna
really
stop
worth,
us?
you know,
I mean,
potentially
exactly.
millions and millions of
So
dollars.
let's calculate the.
Quick question. You said you want an expansion of 80 wheat from the next year, but what was the base of that off of? How much are you currently getting that you want an expansion of 80K off of?
Oh, how much are we currently?
Yeah,
Um,
like
Last year, we got
That's
103,000
No.
103?
tons of.
Alright, and the expansion is based off that number?
Base,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
None of our demands have anything to do with
No,
you
it,
know,
it doesn't have. to
their
do with
percentage, it
terms.
must,
It
obviously
has
have to
nothing to do
them.
with that.
But we need to keep in mind that we only want a 6 month.
Yeah, so I told them, we're not signing anything more than 6 months,
Yeah.
pending monitoring of their quality.
I'm surprised they went for
They went for it. I was surprised they were. They're
So
nice
we
to
got
us.
bullet point 1, we got bullet point
They're
2,
being nice
right?
to us, that means that we have power.
They agreed to drop the lawsuit, right? So we got 3.
Yeah.
The
So
only thing we'll
The
get
only
this.
problem was that, they should refund you 200,000 expenses for the
Listen,
volatility.
if they're willing to forego 250, and we're at, I mean, I think that covers it, plus they
I
forego
think if they agree,
50,000.
if they agree to do 250,000 for a moment, and if they don't come with a payment plan, if they come with a payment plan, it's gonna piss you off, because you can be like, you know what, I was actually expecting a very generous offer from you guys. I was not only, like, well, you can't get pissed off because we don't want a lawsuit. So I guess we just hope that they agree to it.
Now, we need to keep in mind that probably the biggest thing we can leverage over them is buying wheat from them.
That's
So we
that's
don't
the
do that.
only leverage we have, because if we say, you know what, if they say that we can't forego this whole payment and you have to pay us back, then we'll be like, sure, let's do that, but we can't agree to the wheat agreement that we have, that we go for the alternatives and we pay you back the money. So that shrinks your business, and our business will still expand because we have alternatives. So if they try to say that give us the money back, we can use this.
Have
for
anyone
what he
brought
said.
up the magazine article yet?
I brought that up.
What they say?
He already used that.
He didn't really respond.
He
did
didn't give a shit about
No,
that.
he didn't give a shit on that. We could maybe bring that up again.
Or
but-
maybe you should bring it up in a new one. You should be like, by the way, I just had an interview with this magazine and they're pending my approval because it will go on there.
Use that.
Yeah.
Keep that in your
If
back
they
pocket.
play
Keep that in
dirty.
your back
If they
pocket,
play
yeah.
dirty.
I think they're good.
If they play dirty, then.
So if we expand to 183,000 tons next year of wheat flour,
And
right?
multiply that.
Multiply that, they offered, did they say
They said that
130,000?
it's gonna be between 125 and 130.
Okay, so
something.
let's
I
say,
think that's a very good deal, by the way.
So
They
if-
didn't even think about the price.
so if we
They gave us a
go,
good
if it's
price.
127.50,
Mhm.
that's a lot of business.
It's a lot.
It's over, you can say it's over $23 million in
$1
business.
When you can
And
get them 1
if,
year,
how is $250,000 gonna
how's
work that
that
out?
anything?
Yeah,
And that puts us at risk because they're the ones finding out we're not.
yeah.
Yeah, so they have to make sure that they never really
Mhm.
mess up their quality. So we kind of have more at stake, I feel. That's fine.
I think we should push for could push with that figure, you
Refund?
can push for the refund.
I
yeah.
feel like we should get $500,000 refund, but now we can't change that because I was trying to be a little more aggressive when you were, because I knew that we were not gonna get this refund, but then somehow the values were getting all positive. I just wanted to go on, because I feel like we could squeeze more out of them. Why not?
We should
Oh, I
listen.
didn't know that figure, that's a powerful figure.
I'm pretty sure that, did
That's
I do
just-
my math right
That's
on
just
that?
for wheat, and this is just for wheat.
183,000 times 127.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Also, if you want to go into the meat one, what is the meat?
I think,
Well,
Yeah, right.
in terms of wheat, so we have.
It was
the-
like-
let's
That's
say
how much is a
20,000
pound?
that's the market price,
Yeah.
yeah, per
And,
ton.
and our thing increases substantially for meat as well. Look
Yeah.
at, look at the expense.
That was like 2.5 million.
Where does it go? So, it says, in terms of, see the two phases of expansion. This 224 million, how much is it, 23 million? That
That was the wheat,
That
yeah.
was increased more because you didn't even include these 16 and 32. They
Oh, you're right, I only
changed.
included 80.
The first phase, that's just the first
20
phase.
million in the
Mexico
first
thing-
phase.
Is the Mexico thing
That's-
already guaranteed?
Yeah,
It's
that's
already been
guaranteed,
signed.
yeah, that's
Already been
guaranteed.
signed. So that was the first level.
So when they come in, I can be talking to my
Hi, what's
boys
up?
in Europe.
Thank you. Thank you for the 25 million. Bye. Legit say that.
I could be
Thank
talking
you.
to my friends in
Can we
Europe
have a
saying,
check
yeah,
soon?
came
Bye.
through.
And then the
Yeah,
second
that's a
phase,
lot of
which is
money.
probable, is another like 10 to 15 million dollars.
Yeah. So tens of millions of dollars.
I feel like there's so much business we can't even, we need a team here.
Yeah, that-
Economy is
I'm hungry.
We're coming off of the
This is a complicated one.
Hey, sorry, I'm in a negotiation meeting and hopefully I'll be done in the next 15 minutes.
Strike.
Yeah, we're pending another.
Oh, we're not, yeah, we're not.
Oh, you're not?
We're waiting on them, we're waiting on them.
They're in caucus.
Alright.
We're almost done.
They're back in the house.
Okay.
So were we
For
done?
Welcome back,
irrigations.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Were we done talking?
We had
Oh,
a
yeah.
No.
constructive conversation. We do that as well.
I think
Tell
we
us
had-
what